Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing? Happy New Year. I am here with Tara Tales on the Great Reset and Beyond, Caroline from the UK, and
Hi.
we are going to do a collaboration. She is not going to show her face, um, so that's okay. But we are going to do a personal reading, a three pile personal reading, and then we are going to do more of a world events type of reading for 2023. So what we're going to do is we're going to we're going to do three piles, and you guys get to pick a pile, and that will be your reading for the new year. Okay. So I'm just going to
I want to see what you're doing.
Yeah, I'm just going to mix up my cards a little bit, set my intention. Oops.
Oh, I can't see your cards.
Yeah, I don't have the camera on my cards.
Oh, I see.
I haven't gotten that advanced yet,
Okay.
but
So
I'm
how
just
do
gonna
they
hold it up.
Oh,
Oh,
I see. That's how they pick
yeah,
up.
I'm just gonna hold up the
Okay.
card. Okay, so okay, great. All right, so I have the three piles, and I'm going to put a crystal on each pile. Okay, so the crystal all the way to the left is the amethyst. That's the first pile. And
Lovely.
then the crystal, which is the rose quartz, in the middle is the second pile. And the last one, which is the snow quartz, is the third pile, the one on the right.
Oh, lovely. Never heard of snow quartz.
Okay. Okay, so I'm going to do the first pile, which is the amethyst. So we have the Page of Cups. And this signifies a new beginning, but it's also a very heart-centered card. So it refers to more of an new emotional beginning, and this could be a new relationship for the new year. I'm also getting that maybe with the family dynamic, I'm getting the word forgiveness. So I'm also getting, let's say between parents and children, some sort of renewal, emotional renewal for the new year. Like, it could be that, there were some arguments in the household or arguments in the family, and it's sort of like starting all over again on on a new ground. Also, and if anyone is, let's just say, in the healthcare field, helping others, being of service of others, I also see possibly a new job, a new beginning that way. But definitely I'm getting the feeling of, starting over again, for the new year. There's some sort of feeling of renewal. And it's not just because it's 2023. It's just something starting, like it's as if you're a beginner. Okay, so that's the first pile. And then the second pile, which is the rose quartz. Let's see. Four of Wands. Four of Wands is a breakthrough card, and it's also a celebration card. So there's some kind of celebration, and I'm also getting within the family. I'm also getting a birth of a new child, in addition to the family. It could also be a pet, like in my case.
Yeah. Okay. A new kitten.
Yeah,
Bye.
new kitten, new dog. But I'm seeing just, it could also be I'm also getting maybe a new home or an addition to a home, but something added to the home sector, and it's building upon that. Trying to see if there's anything else I'm getting. I'm also getting, as far as health, in the health sector, like if you're battling something with your health, there's going to be some sort of breakthrough. If you've been misdiagnosed with something, you're actually going to find some relief, and maybe even find a specialist that you can work with. Okay, so that's it for the second pile. And then for the third pile, we have 4 of Swords. Okay, so 4 of Swords. 4 Swords, you are... Okay, a very good New Year's resolution for you, I would say, would be self-care. You really need to, at this point, put your own needs in the forefront, because you have been pretty much not thinking of yourself, and you need the rest. You need to look at your own needs. And in 2022, you pretty much overextended yourself. And I'm also getting that, like with your work, you overworked yourself, too many long hours, and you kind of have to learn to say no. That's your lesson for 2023. Learn to say no. Let's see what else. If there's anything else. I'm also getting, pay attention to your heart chakra, and probably work on unblocking your heart chakra. And doing things that strengthen the aura, whether it's like meditation, take a long walk, qigong, tai chi, anything that strengthens your health and the auric field around you. Okay. Okay, so I'm done here.
So do you want me to pull 3 cards for the same thing, or because I felt like you answered that really beautifully, or should we just move on to the next question?
No, then you can pull 3 cards.
Okay, so this is 3 cards for general overview for the people watching. Is it just generally for the whole year?
Correct.
Okay, so we start with Amethyst. The Amethyst, I can't say it. Amethyst, I can't say it. I said it once, I'm not saying it again. Okay, so if you can see the cards, I have the Page of Pentacles. So that would be looking at something physical. So perhaps eating habits, lifestyle, starting a physical change of some sort, starting the process, being started on a project, just looking at something, I'd say in general. Okay. Anything else you want to add to my card, Chris? Page of Pentacles.
Page of Pentacles.
This
I
one.
mean, also maybe financial, looking at
Yeah.
things, finances.
I always forget 'cause there's a gold coin right there. Financial. Excellent. Okay. And then the next group was the rose quartz group.
Right.
Sorry, I have to shuffle like this. Oh, now I don't know which card. Looks like I've got two. And also there was one flip. This is unfortunately not such an easy process compared to Chris. So aren't you lucky? You got two cards. Patience and perseverance. Now, this is difficult because everybody has stress in their lives. So could just be saying that if there are stressful times this year, just try and persevere through it. And I guess it will work itself out. I can't say much more about that. What do you think, Chris? Can you see them?
Yeah, I can see them. I think it's just somebody who's been, somebody who's been working on something. I'm getting, like somebody who's been, obviously it's like financial. So, somebody who's going through financial stress, and it's kind of like, they may save money for a while and then something happens and, it's like gone, that type of thing.
Good
Like,
point.
it's like 2 steps forward and then 2 steps back.
Interesting when you said financial. When I turned over the pack, she's about abundance. So
yeah, so I guess, you know what, a lot of people are going through financial issues. That's what the cards are saying. That's what it looks like to me.
Money, and yet pentacles are often money because of the gold coins. Whoops. Okay, I'm not going to read those because I was meant to go on to the third lot. The third lot were the snowy quartz.
Yeah, so it's the snow quartz.
No quartz. Oh, you're looking great for you.
Your cards just want to talk.
I know, it's difficult. Well, the sun, everything works out positive, and let's see, could be now this is difficult because I have several cards. Did you say anything about some surprises?
Well, I did get the Page of Cups.
For this group?
Yeah. No, it was the first group. It was for the amethyst. Yeah.
Surprise. So this is a general overview for them. What do you think? Because I feel like this is saying more than that. Oh, this could be financial as well, actually.
It could be financial, but also the the way it's placed, because it's also with the Queen of Cups it's it's in between the Queen of Cups and the Page of Cups. It could also be emotional. It could be there could be like some sort of abandonment.
Wow. And also it could be saying that's like a surprise, could be saying about financial, some surprises.
Yeah, it could also be financial as well.
That's what I'm thinking. But when we had the sun, that would say, in a way, it will work itself out well, so don't worry.
Right.
Okay, well, I'm done with, they got a few more cards than one card. How do you pull just one card? You just pick up the first
I just
card.
cut them into piles and then just picked up the first card.
And I'll try that for the next lot. It might be more simple.
Okay. All right, so I guess we're going to move on to the world events. And okay, let me just pull up the questions. So do you want to just do, I was just going to do 3 cards for each question.
Yeah. Okay.
Um,
3 cards.
like past, present, and future.
Okay.
And we'll do it that way for each question.
Okay.
And I just want to mix up my cards a little bit. Okay, so the first question. Okay, so we said that like the focus on finances. So we were going to do finances, medical, and is there going to be any like major event that's going to happen in 2023?
Okay. So we're starting with finances, then
Okay,
medical.
right.
Finances.
Okay, so the question is, what do we need to know about the financial situation in 2023? Okay, so
It's going to end. We're going to be rich.
I hope so.
Oh, interesting.
Okay. So, all right. So I'll go first. So
Oh,
what
go
I
ahead.
got for the present, I got 9 of Swords,
9 of Swords.
which presently it makes sense. I mean, people are very worried about,
Oh,
you
is that
know,
the stress one? The stress
yeah,
card.
I mean, people are
Okay.
very worried about the financial situation.
Right.
You know, it doesn't look good, you know, for them. And, you know, it's, you know, the inflation and whatnot. Um, so that makes total sense.
Mm-hmm.
But then I got for the second card, which is I'm sorry, that was the past. Yeah. So the 9 of Swords was the past. And then the present, I got the Strength card.
Oh, that's lovely. Fantastic.
So presently, I mean, is there something that we're not being told? Because I think people are still
Yep.
worried about, you know, they're still worried about their finances right now. So, I mean, I have seen that, you know, prices of oil have gone down. I mean, here locally. I don't know. Have you noticed that by where you are, or you know, the petrol
Well,
prices?
I'm not really sure, but they have helped us a bit with gas and electric, with energy. They've helped a lot of elderly homes and stuff like that. But I did actually pull some cards this morning on the banks, and it did actually come up with something we're not privy to at the moment, and then I had the death card. So I feel like it's saying the worst is over. The banks, like that situation, monetary is ended. So maybe that's why you have a strength card to
Yeah,
show
that could
we're
be
in a
why.
positive position. We just can't see it yet.
Right. I mean, it seems that way.
Mm.
And then the third card,
For oil and everything, that's fantastic that the prices have come down. That's really brilliant.
yeah. So then the third card, I got the 2 of Cups. So, the 2 of
Maybe
Cups.
it's told an agreement will be made, and we'll get to know what's actually happening.
Yeah, looks like there's some kind of agreement, but then I also feel as though there also could be 2 different timelines. So maybe there's 2 different timelines where certain people are having difficulty and then some people are not. Because I'm really seeing that that there are certain, you know, there are people that are either doing really well or other people that are, you know, like struggling, like on a karmic level. So I mean, it could be, yeah, it could be an agreement. You know, there's something, maybe one system is joining with another system,
Oh, yes, that would be
you
it, wouldn't
know?
it? UFS coming in underneath.
Right. So it's kind of like combining, but then there's going to be an ultimate new system that takes over. I don't know if that makes any sense.
Yeah, that could be swapping, one leading into the next one with the two, passing
Right.
on.
Right.
That's-
Like gradual, like something gradual.
Yeah.
And let me just pull one more card out as a clarifier. So I got the 7 of Cups. That's interesting. So
Well, do you know,
choices. I think that means choices.
seven, is that the fear card? Seven
It
of
could
Cups
it
function.
could
Yeah.
be confusion. It
Yeah.
could be, but I think it's more like choices rather than because it's not
I
really
always,
badly aspected.
I always remember Janine sort of saying with that card, if that's the card I'm thinking of, that like smoke and mirrors, is if we think it's all so terrible, but actually behind the scenes, it's not so terrible because I just don't think we're privy to what is really happening. That's my feeling.
Right. Okay.
What do you think?
I think yeah, I think you're onto something. All right. So did you want to add anything else before we
Oh,
move on?
yeah, well, I have, no, see, I think that was excellent. I think that to me says that they're going to hand over in a way. A handover is going to happen, and it might even look scary. But I think don't worry because I do think it's a facade. People don't know what's going on. People who, especially people who don't watch these type of videos, and they're not aware. And there may be a blip where it feels really scary as well, and then it will be okay. But I have passed. I have the 8 of Wands, so the energy going forward could be focusing in a new positive direction, definitely changing from the past. Then the present, I have the Page of Cups, so that could be a surprise, an emotional surprise, something, but that's at the present. So something that may come pretty soon that we're not expecting. And then the future, I have a stop. Now, I just believe that's the banking system stops and the new one, as Chris says, takes over. But that's to me, definitive stop and something we're not seeing because she's blindfolded. So, and in fact, today when I read on one of the banks, JP, someone sent it to me, JP Morgan Chase, it looks like someone said to me, is that the start of the banks then coming down? I'm wondering if this is the stop for, you have to stop the system somehow. That's just my thoughts. What do
Right.
you,
Yeah,
Chris?
I mean, yeah, you have to stop it and then for something else to take its place.
Yeah,
I mean, it makes sense.
that's what somebody, I didn't think of it like that, but somebody actually commented, do you think this is the start of how they bring, how they bring it to an end?
Did you want to pull a clarifier? One
Oh,
more card?
okay. Okay. Ha! You
All
couldn't get
right.
hard. Right. And we're going into a new positive direction. So you don't have to worry about Chris's fear card because the fears are unfounded in a way because it may look awful, but it's actually, that's a winning card.
Right, yeah. And he's looking into the future because he's looking to the
Yeah.
right, so that's actually the future. So that's great. Okay.
Fantastic. Brilliant. Oh, I love the money ones. They're my favorite.
Okay, so let's move on to the second question, which is what do we need to know about the medical system in 2023?
Oh, I don't know about you, but over here there's a hospital in the UK that has started to try and implement masks again.
Oh,
Because they're overrun, so they're already starting, and you can't have visitors already. Can you believe it?
wow.
Again. Mm.
Yeah, my well, I mean, it's not medically related, but my sister, who is a teacher, was saying that they're implementing the masks in the schools again. So,
No.
yeah. So I just hope we don't have another, run of whatever COVID or whatever's going on, Ebola, whatever's happening. But anyway,
Yeah, me too.
so medical. We need to know about medical.
Oh, can I interject?
Sure.
I, you can carry on in a sec. I just wanted to point something out that my middle card, talking on that, is the magician. I feel like maybe they're trying it on, but it's part of the movie. That was just my 2 pennies worth, but I don't know if that's true. It's odd that I have the magician right in the middle.
Okay, so the first card I pulled up, which is the pass, which is the Wheel of Fortune.
Wow.
So, I mean, this makes sense because, major arcana cards show major events, like major world events. So in the past, we were, what happened when COVID hit? We were wearing the masks, everybody was required to wear the masks, and then things just took a turn and they stopped doing that. And, people were protesting in the streets. So, that makes sense. That's what happens. Things got overturned and we no longer have to wear masks. Okay, so then we have presently, which is the star. So major arcana, and what do I think off of this? So presently, I believe that we are heading for a new direction. And I think also this points out to the technology that's becoming available to the public.
Yes, there was an article in the BBC, I don't know if you over there have heard of it, but where they actually said, what is this about med beds? Now everyone was saying, oh, they're trying to what's the word? Sort of say med beds are nonsense, but I thought it was exposure to, look, this is what our future is, med beds.
Definitely, definitely. I think we're starting to hear of the exposure of this new technology, and the technology is coming from, I believe it's coming from our ancestors. It's coming from, the off-worlders helping us. Even if you've ever heard of the Energy Room, Jason Shukra,
no,
Unified.
no.
Yeah, my mom and my aunt, they were in Florida and they went to this place called the Energy Room, and it's not a med bed. They use this frequency type of therapy. And they actually have one here in New Jersey, in Verona, New Jersey. And I'm thinking of going there, but
wow, that's amazing. So do you think they're bringing these things out on the sly without really telling people this is our future? They just suddenly, these little things are popping up here and new energy.
I believe that's what's happening. It's all these things are popping up presently. Okay, and then 4 of Wands for the future, which this is a breakthrough. This is a new breakthrough. I think that this technology is bringing us closer to 5th dimensional consciousness. And I think it's going to be the norm.
Wow, that's amazing.
And I think doctors are going to change. It's not going to happen. I don't think it's going to happen like within the next few years, but it's going to take a while. But I think the medical system is going to be completely different, especially, from now until like 10 years from now. It's going to be completely different.
You almost feel like it has to be, don't you?
Yeah. Okay, and then the clarifier, I got the devil. What does that mean?
Oh,
Um,
well, it's about those that are already in the medical system that are currently running it. So perhaps if you pulled another card, it might clarify that. It
yeah,
might
pull
be
another.
saying as well that we've
Yes, it
been.
did. See, that's going to be stopped.
What did you get?
I got 2 of Swords. That's going to be stopped.
Fantastic. So what it's saying is those people who ran the medical system, their days are numbered.
Yeah, exactly. They're going to be
Brilliant.
gone.
Brilliant.
Yay.
I know, that's wonderful.
I'm so happy.
Me too. That's brilliant.
Yeah.
Brilliant. I always get that as well, but it's so hard to see when they suddenly start trying it on again. But that's why I'm wondering if it's just part of the movie, that I don't know how much control they actually have anymore.
Yeah, I think it's starting to, the control is the control that the dark forces had is just dissipating. It's going
Yes.
away.
Yes.
Okay, your turn.
Okay, so I have for the past, I have the 10 of Wands. So it's been really difficult, but I feel that that's ended. I have a Magician for the present. I know we're talking about medical, but I just feel like, because when I pulled the cards, we were both talking about them trying it on again in the hospitals, want you to wear masks again. And whenever I ask about this, it's like the movie, I seem to get the Magician for like what's been going on. And I'm wondering if it's implying that don't worry about it, that's just part of the movie, and it's like in a way a facade. But if it was to do with medical interventions presently, that could be about gifts, talents, new things on their way. And then in the future, I have the 8 of Pentacles. So planning 80% perhaps will change. They're working on huge changes. Let's pull one more. Oh yes, fantastic. Page of Wands. So going in a whole new direction. And then probably with your card, the Star, the kind
Great.
of really all the inventions in a way of what do you call it? Health that's been held back from us, sort of not out of this world kind of medical technology that's been hidden from us.
Oh, Caroline, we only have like 2 minutes, so I don't know if we're going to get to the last question, which is if there's going to be an event for a joint. Yeah.
Quickly then.
I hate to rush you.
No, it's not. If not, you can just do the last question if you want. And
okay. All right. I'll do the last question then. All right.
Okay.
So. All right. So will there be will there be any major event in 2023 for basically the world? Will there be any? Okay. Okay, so the last card is, I got the Knight of Pentacles.
Oh. Sometimes I have to, I think, oh, and then I think I have to look at the card, when you don't see a card visually, and I actually could get up, but it's going to make a bit of noise. Let me see if I can get up and see see through the camera the card.
It's the Knight of Pentacles.
Oh, patience, carefully, trust, reliability. He works on something.
Yeah, so I don't really see, oh, I pulled 2 more cards. I got Ace of Swords and the Empress. So I don't really I don't feel like it's going to be, if it's something happening, it's not going to be anything bad. I think that, yeah, we have less than 1 minute. So I think that it's going to be pretty positive. If I think it's going to be something that joins everybody together as one.